Hello, beautiful friends from around the world. I'm Carolee, and I help to bring you clarity through life's toughest challenges and greatest joys. Today, for this video, for this group, I heard the song by Next Wifey, and specifically before the song, I had to play the song before I started the video. 33 was just on the timer, 33 seconds. There's definitely like this Empress energy that you're embodying, but not just that, it's this person, and take what resonates, and this is not gender specific, but I'm definitely getting a masculine energy who wants to propose or see you as wife material. There's something about you being this, all that and a bag of chips, the whole enchilada, or is that what it's, is that how you say it? I don't know. But this person definitely sees you as an empress, whether or not they're, the emperor energy we're going to get into that. And whether or not, this person, like what you should say if this person happens to propose to you. Because I get this energy of also needing to decipher, like I feel like what I'm getting for some of you, and it's not going to be for all, but I'm getting this energy of like, can I trust you? Or is this the right time? Or is this the right one? Or I don't know, right? It's like I feel some hesitation on your end, but this person is like all in, and maybe they weren't all in before, and so you're questioning it a little bit. Or maybe you were friends before and you know that they were a bit of a player in the past, and so you're like, I don't know, do I want to build a life with this person because I know them so well? I feel like there's this deep bond, this is deep friendship between the two of you. You knocked them off their feet when they first saw you. It doesn't matter how long you've known them. I feel like for some of you, you have known them for quite a while. Maybe it's been off and on. Maybe you were friends for a really long time. Maybe they were in the friend zone for a really long time. We'll see. We're going to look in the tarot cards. It'll be different again for everybody. But there's this energy of them, of you knocking them off their feet when they first met you, and I don't think that they were prepared for that. And every time they're around you, it's like they're so destabilized. You totally throw them off their game, kind of thing. Like maybe they're really flirty and like on their game when it comes to other people, or when it came to other people in the past, but with you, they just don't know what to say. It's like you take the words right out of their mouths. Kind of energy, and they're just like totally thrown off by your energy, by your charm, by your wisdom, I'm hearing, by your beauty, and not just like your physical beauty, by like the energy that you emanate, this like love and compassion and nurturing and wisdom and empathy that you have for humanity and for the world and even for them. It's surprising. It's not like the rest. You're not like the rest, and they just adore you. Like they adore you. It's next level for them. It's not just an infatuation. This is something that they weren't prepared for, I'm seeing. So this is, so Empress, you are their Empress for sure. We'll see what cards come out, but the song Will You Be My Wifey was coming up, and then I wrote down, like, when you were kids, I don't know if you did this, but it's in movies and stuff, when someone wrote you a note, like, do you like me, when you were kids, right? Do you like this person? And you had your friend ask somebody else or pass them a note, circle yes, no, maybe, right? That kind of energy. Like, they're just like tentative. Like I don't know if you guys are together or not together, but there's something about like they just know, love at first sight kind of energy. They just know that you're the one, whether or not you guys are even together for some of you. The energy is a little immature. I'm not going to say that this is like the emperor energy. Like maybe a king, maybe even a knight kind of energy. Definitely love at first sight. I don't know, you guys maybe have danced together. You definitely have rhythm. Take a listen to the song by Next Wifey. I think that's what it's called. Like, you complete me, or in the song it says you make my life complete. There's something like you just add so much value to their lives. And then that song, I ain't even, in the song there's one line says, I ain't even mad at you. So maybe you guys have had a fight recently, or or maybe you separated at some point. Like, we'll see in the cards. It depends. And again, everybody's situation is different. So take what resonates and leave the rest. But they're just not even mad at you. It's like they just can't stay mad at you. So even when you do fight, or if you have had fights, they can't even stay mad at you, because there's just like this deep connection and love that is totally unexplainable to them. And this is the type of person who, whether or not they were like this before, they want to be that knight in shining armor. They want to be chivalrous. They want to open doors, compliment you. They look at you like there's nobody else in the world, nobody else in the room, right? There's equal give and take, total respect. Like, they respect you so much. Their higher self is saying, they want me to tell you, let me take care of you. They know that you're very independent, but they want to take care of you. And that's something that maybe you're not really used to, and they know that, but they want you to let them take care of you and support you and be there for you. They also say, you changed my world. And then they wanted, I don't know, in like that movie, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days or whatever, with Kate Hudson and the and Matthew McConaughey, and the campaign that they're working on is the Delaware, like the diamond campaign. And they come up with like, frost yourselves with diamonds. But there's something about diamonds being rare and precious, but at the same time, they're almost commonplace, because you can just grow diamonds, right? So they're not as rare and precious as they used to be. So then they wanted me to write, I wrote down diamond, and they showed me that scene, or that slogan from that movie, frost yourselves with diamonds. They want to like frost you with diamonds, but then they wanted me to cross it out and wrote like, they were like ruby or sapphire or something different, something more unique. Take it as it resonates, whatever sort of gem or diamond or precious gem that you're into, that you love, they want to give that to you. They know that you're unique, right? Justice. Oh my gosh, yeah. Look at Justice, and then King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. They want to make this, and then Nine of Swords at the bottom of that. They're anxious about making you this offer. I just want to see, can I do this? There we go. Just turn the brightness up a bit. Okay. King of Swords and Justice. They're very clear on what they want. Ace of Wands just now at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Wands. They want to rush in and ask you to marry them, or they want to rush in and make this formal commitment to you with the Justice card. With the Justice, though, it's not just the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a higher level of commitment, but the Justice is like they want to make this legal and binding. What's the Beyonce song? Like if you, what is it? Oh my God, we should all know this song. If you like it, then you better put a ring on it. That kind of energy. They're like, if I don't take you off the market, somebody else is going to scoop you up. And then before I was channeling this message, I asked Archangel Raphael and Archangel Ariel to bless this reading, to come in and sort of communicate with us, because like there was this thing about this rhythm together, this rhythm that you guys have. I don't know if you have danced together or something, like the way you guys are able to move even around each other's energy is very unique. It's like other people will look at you and be really jealous and want to have that sort of connection, the way you're able to read each other's bodies, the way you're able to read each other's minds, the way you're able to read each other's energy, especially with the King of Swords here. You could have telepathic communication. You could communicate telepathically towards or with each other. I'm hearing lock it down. Like they want to lock it down with you. Okay, so what else do we need to know about this? Spirit, God, Source, Energy, Raphael, Ariel, what else do we need to know about this situation? Yeah, like you make them feel so good. and they want to make you feel really good. They might, with the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, this might have been a long time coming, or they've been thinking about it for a really long time, or maybe planning it for a really long time. It's been on their minds. But there might be some sort of a delay or something that delayed them coming in with this, and the Temperance is underneath of that. So there could have been some healing that they needed to do, needing to have some patience, needing to learn a little bit of patience, needing to temper their quick moving energy. Like they don't want to just rush in and be impulsive. They really want to come towards you with this really thoughtful, with the King of Swords, vision and plan for your future. They want you to trust them with the King of Swords and the upright. They want you, because I feel like they know that there's something. The Queen of Pentacles just popped out. They know that you are worthy. The Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and then the King of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and then we have the Justice there, which is Libra energy. Then we had the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So the Queen of Pentacles, they know that you're worthy. Like they know that you're a woman or a man, to take it as it resonates. They know that you are a person of high value. You know, they know that you will take care of the home. That they know that you want somebody who's committed. They know that you are very loyal and committed as well. And they want to match that energy. They want you to know that they see you for everything that you are. And they really want to fight for this connection. Queen of Seven of Wands there. They want to fight for this connection. They want to defend your honor, defend the two of you. There might be a need to sort of defend your relationship, or to stand up for you, or to fight for you. There's this need that, like, maybe because I'm getting this energy of like there's them sending you this note, like, will you marry me? Yes, no, maybe. It's kind of immature. You might see them as a little bit immature. And with the King of Swords there, they want you to see them as this very mature and responsible and wise and intelligent person. With the Justice card there, they want to bring balance to the situation. They want to do it right this time, I'm hearing. They want to do it right this time. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and the World card underneath of that. So I don't know, there's a Three of Wands here, and then the World card with the Queen of Cups here. It could be that you guys are at a distance from one another, and I'm hearing like absence makes the heart grow fonder. So maybe you guys have been at a distance for a while with the Three of Wands and the World card. Maybe, and then the Seven of Wands. It's like they have to come in and fight for this connection. But they do love you. They want you to know how much they respect you and love you and see the value in you. Nine of Wands. But there's been so many obstacles that have gotten in the way. But I'm seeing somebody like, in Greece, I don't know about the new movie, but the original one with John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, and how like at the end, and it's so amazing, like he goes off and he's like kind of like, starts to set boundaries with his friends and his circle of influence that are very toxic and negative. And he starts to like do the track and field, and he doing the running around the tracks and whatever, the hurdles, like jumping over the hurdles. Like that's what they're showing me. This person like jumping over hurdles, trying to change, trying to be better, trying to be more of what you want and what you need. And then we have like Sandy in the movie, and she goes and she's like, okay, maybe I need to be like, maybe I need to give in, maybe I need to be a little bit more of a rebel, maybe I need to be, to show him that I'm willing to compromise and work on meeting him at his level. And so at the end of the movie, they sort of come together. He's tried to be a little bit more like her, and she's trying to be a little bit more like him, or at least more understanding and on each other's levels. And then it's kind of like this big surprise. Oh my God, like you get me and you really do love me, and I'm so sorry for everything that I've done when I didn't see you, and I was, caught up with all of these other toxic energies and people who, they're my boys, like in the movie, like they're my boys, whatever, like, but they don't really have what's best for me. And yeah, they're walking away from that with the Eight of Cups as I'm talking about that. They're leaving that kind of energy, the anxiety, the Eight of Swords underneath of that. They're leaving this sort of 444 in the timer behind, and walking away from that energy from that past behavior, the Hermit came out. I don't know. Yeah, I think that maybe you guys have been in separation for a while, no contact with the Hermit. They've been spending a lot of time thinking about you. Like, you are definitely on their mind. And how can I make this right? How can I improve this situation? How can I better myself? What is it? Where did I go wrong? How can I improve myself? How can I be the man that, or the woman that she or he needs me to be? Yeah, Page of Swords. They want to come in and communicate with you. They might be watching you online. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck and the High Priestess underneath of that. They see you as somebody who's very intuitive. They want to build a family with you. They respect you. Like, they just see you as very elevated, as very conscious and aware. With the Page of Swords, it's like they see you differently, maybe. Maybe they didn't see you clearly before, and they've been spending a lot of time thinking about you. I'm hearing ruminating over it. It's like I'm just seeing somebody really maturing almost before your eyes. I do think that there has been some sort of separation between you. We have the Three of Wands, and then we had the World at the bottom of the deck, and this person is leaving behind some sort of anxiety or some other situation, toxic situation, friends that weren't, just weren't giving them the best advice. And they were maybe trying to fit in with a crowd that wasn't serving them. Like, they keep showing me that the Grease, the movie, with like Danny, just like, when Sandy, when he realizes that Sandy's going to the same high school as him, and he's like, oh my God, Sandy, right? And then his friends kind of look at him weird, like giving him the side-eyed glances, like, oh, you're not cool if you treat a woman with respect, kind of thing, right? And so then he starts to treat her like shit. And she's like, Danny, what's the matter with you? And he's like, I don't know, babe, what's the matter with you? And he's like, being all weird. And she's like, what happened to the Danny Zuko that I met at the beach? And he's like, well, I do not know. And he's like playing it all cool and whatever. Like, his friends kind of think that that's a great way to treat women. Meanwhile, she's a woman of high value and high honor, and she's not going to take that shit. She's like, forget you. I'm going to go find somebody else who's going to treat me better. She starts dating that other jock, right? But this person, I'm saying he because we have the King of Swords that popped out, and right, but take it as it resonates. They are watching you, learning from you somewhere. Maybe they see you as very intuitive, very intelligent, with the High Priestess here, very mysterious as well. They want to get on your level. We have the High Priestess, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. It's like they want to build an empire with you. They want to maybe build a business with you with the Ten of Pentacles. They want to build a family, a legacy, a long-lasting legacy with you. I just see somebody who just respects the person that you are, the person that maybe you've become. And you teach them a lot with the Page of Swords. You've taught them a lot about themselves, about the world maybe, about life, right? Like, you see things differently. You see things clearly on a universal, conscious, cosmic level with the High Priestess here. You see the truth. You speak the truth with the King of Swords. And they know that you're that person, you're that energy, and they want to be that energy with you and for you. So what else do you need to know about this situation? Okay, so they're like, my player ways are over. Death and the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is, very passionate and charismatic, and has a lot of energy, spontaneous and impulsive, very charming and flirty, and not always, doesn't really take things very seriously, although, they know how to get a crowd going. and they're just saying, I don't want to be that person anymore. And it's not that this didn't show up in the reverse, so it's not like they see that as a bad thing, but, or maybe you didn't see it as a bad thing, but you're like, and in the beginning, remember I mentioned that there's this sort of immature energy of like, will you marry me? Yes, no, maybe kind of thing, right? Like not really being serious about being committed to you. The Knight of Wands is definitely not a committed person. He's definitely somebody who's like, I want to play the field. I want to keep my options open. I want to see what else is out there. But they really want you to know, this is coming from their higher self, they really want you to know that 2:12 on the clock, that they are serious this time, and this energy that they were in before is over now, or they really want it to be over. They want you to see them as somebody who's very serious and wise and discerning and intelligent and making decisions from a more logical perspective or point of view with the with the Knight or the King of Swords there. All right, so what's Spirit's advice for you then? How do you see this person right now? Like what's whoa. Ace of Wands. You see, and then hold on. How do you see this person right now? I think they want you to be, with the Ace of Wands, they want you to be a little more playful. Knight of Inspiration. Yeah, so, and the Knight of Inspiration there, and the High Priestess coming out again. You're like, you look at it, she's like kind of setting boundaries with the moon here. Like, I need you to tell me the truth. I need you to be real with me. Stop. I'm getting this like, stop in the name of love, right? Kind of thing. Like I know when you're lying, kind of thing. She's holding the moon to her hand. She's like, I can tell now, after all of this time, I know you really well. Like I can tell when you're lying to me, and I want something better. I want the truth. This is what they're saying. Like she's saying, I want the truth. I can see the truth. Like when you look into their eyes, you're gonna know the truth. I think that Spirit wants you to know that you will know when this person comes in the right energy. You will just intuitively know. But I also feel like you want them to come to you in a different energy and in this truthful energy as well. But I also think that Spirit wants you to know that you can trust yourself. There's something else about that, but you see them as very impulsive. You see them as maybe, like with the High Priestess can also be about secrets, somebody who's kept secrets from you. You see them as this Knight of Wands. You see them as a bit of a player. You see them as not being serious. Yeah, they're charming. Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, they're there for a good time, maybe not a long time kind of energy. And you're like, that's fine, and you respect that. It's like you respect that in them. It's like it's like you're thinking, if you want to be that person, that's fine. Go do it somewhere else, because I don't want that. I know what I want, especially with the Moon card here. I know exactly who I am. I know exactly what I want. I know exactly what my worth is, and I'm not going to settle for any less. So before you even come into my energy space, Seven of Wands again, Seven of Inspiration here. Before you even come into my energy space, like you're going to defend your light. You're going to defend your peace. You're going to defend your home, your own energy. You're going to keep all the darkness out. So you're like, I don't have time for that toxic stuff. And I'm also seeing for some of you, this can be like if they did have that energy of the toxic people in their lives, you're also going to be saying, look, if you want to be in my life and a part of, if you want to be serious about me, then I don't want to be exposed. I don't want you to expose me to those dark energies. Look at this card specifically, like holding out the darkness, really focusing on the light, focusing on the star within, and blocking out everything else. And so I think that you are going to say, I don't want you to choose, between your bros and me, or your girls and me, or whatever, but I don't want to be around that energy. And so if you're going to come in, then I'm going to tell you, it's not an ultimatum, but I'm going to say, like, I just don't want to be around that type of toxic energy. And if you're still involved in that kind of energy, then you can go and keep that. And that's cool. That's up to you, right? You're going to let them show you. With the Ace of Wands here, Spirit wants you to let them show you. They need to show you the right action. and that they really want a serious commitment with you with the Ten of Pentacles there. If you want a family, you want to build an empire with me, you want to build something with me, then you got to show me that you're ready for something like that, because I don't have time to or energy to waste on something that's not that. Yeah, so that's what I was just talking about that, and came out while I was shuffling the Four of Wands, Six of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. It's like, and the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, it was in reverse. So it's sort of like this little pity party, Five of Materials. But this is interesting. It's almost as if they're leaving one situation to come to another. The Hermit. No, I'm not going to take these because they came out while I was, and I'm not exactly sure. If they are at a distance from you, there was the Ten of Pentacles. I put them back in the deck, but there was the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and then the Six of Swords, and then the Four of Wands. So it's almost as if they are at a distance from you and maybe work with something that was keeping you guys apart, because I see them maybe having to leave or deciding to leave. I'm hearing dead-end job, but it could be that they were working for a business with the Ten of Pentacles that's kind of like an established corporation or a big business with a lot of employees I'm seeing. And the Page of Pentacles, where they were like a lower level employee, right? And it's almost as if, and it was not a bad opportunity, but they were like starting from the ground, like starting from the bottom. It's almost as if like that was okay, but it wasn't, you're better. You see what I'm saying? It's like that was a good, like there was potential to grow wherever they're at. I think this is about work. Like they have potential to grow, but they weren't growing, or they're still at that base level, and they're like, it's kind of now, I'm hearing like it's now or never. So either I can stay here and stay for the money, stay for the job, and see where this goes, or I can leave that behind and go to the Four of Wands, which is the Four of Wands is the divine counterpart union marriage card. And we're talking about like, will you marry me? This person's like, I have to make a choice. Either they're going to stay where they're at, or they're going to come towards you and like offer you this commitment, this marriage, this proposal. So if you are at a distance, if distance is something that was in between you guys, that's up to them. They kind of have to make this decision. And I think that that's what they're thinking about doing. They know that they have to do something like that. Temperance in reverse, and the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, and the Force Inspiration again, Four of Wands again. So there's definitely this like, they were confused before. They might have chosen money over you in the past, or this job that they have. Maybe an opportunity came up and they moved away, or something like that. But they see you as their divine counterpart, twin flame, if they recognize what that means. They were confused though. And they were confused with the Temperance in reverse. And ever since you guys have been apart, or ever since they chose something else, this new other opportunity or money or whatever over you, they haven't been at peace. It's been bothering them so much. Like they can't sleep, they can't eat, they feel terrible all the time. 28 on the timer, and they know why now. I think now they finally have clarity about why they feel so uneasy, why they're just not happy. So yes, they might have this job, this opportunity, and work is going well. They don't have you. And they're feeling very nostalgic over you with the Five of Voices and the Queen of Cups. They really love you. And maybe you guys haven't been talking for a while with the Five of Swords. Maybe you cut them out. Maybe they chose money and they chose work over you. And you were like, you know what? That's cool, but I can't go with you. I can't be with you. I can't do that because I have a life here or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So this is all this, the ball's in their court, I'm hearing. You know, you're kind of like, I'm ready to move on. Like, I don't know how long ago this was. Maybe you've already moved on. Maybe it's going to be like what's that Christmas movie where the guy comes and he like has those big postcards and he's like, and she's already with somebody else, but he's just like kind of saying 2:22 on the clock. Like, I'm sorry and I love you, and you know, I treated you like shit. I didn't respect you. I didn't honor you when I had you. And you could have moved on already. Why am I getting these cards? I don't know. Let's see. Let's just I guess I'll get another one of these ones. What is it that the collective needs to know about this situation? What are they thinking? What do you want? What's your advice to the collective about this person coming in with this proposal? 8 of Swords in reverse. The World card. This like the end of anxieties. What do you want the collective to know about this proposal? Justice again. The Hanged Muse. Ace of Voices at the bottom of the deck. They want to tell you the truth. You want the truth. This is the same thing. You just want the truth about something. You cut them off. With the 5 of Swords, you cut them off for a reason in the past. It could have been money. It could have been the friends. Like I was talking about the toxic friends, the energies that were around to them. There's a reason why you cut them out, and you want the truth. You want some sort of a truth or a truce. You want to know something with the Ace of Swords. 9 of Materials. You want to be the only one. Right? Maybe they were a bit of a player. Maybe they were playing the field, keeping their options open with the Knight of Pentacles that came out twice there. You want to be the only one. And you're like, I'm not going to settle to be, one of many. I am, I'm a leading lady in this dynamic. I'm not, I don't want to be in an open relationship. I don't want to be played. I don't want, I don't want you to be looking at other people. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, that's not me. And I'm not for it. I'm not for it at all. Yeah, the three of Cups and the Judgment card. I do think that there were other people in their life that maybe judged you or talked to them about you, or they were getting advice. And it created, two of Cups, 7 of Emotions. So we have the 7 of Cups, 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and the 8 of Inspiration, 8 of Wands here. So this is people that were talking in their ear. They had people, they had a bunch of people, 3 or more, giving them advice about you and talking about you to them, right? Giving them bad advice. And maybe they're like, you need to focus on work right now. That's more important for you. And, are they really worth it, or whatever they were saying, right? Doesn't really matter. I don't like to go into too much of what these people, because it just creates a lot of anxiety, and you know your worth. And that's all that really matters right now, is your worth. You're not willing to put up with this stuff, right? You know that you're not willing to be with anybody who's willing to entertain all these toxic energies. You're like, no. If you're going to come into my life, you're going to make me this offer, then you need to be like single, solo, whatever, in your power, away from those types of people. For me to even consider it. With the Nine of Pentacles, Hanged Muse, the Hanged Man. I need to see it to believe it. You need to see this to believe it. You need to know for sure that those situations or whatever was in their ear before is gone, and that they're thinking that they're in their right mind. You know what I mean? Like with the 9 of Pentacles, you need to know that they're in their power, that they are making decisions for themselves, that they're acting for themselves, that they're not being influenced by other people. The Nine of Pentacles is the single card. Like, they need to be single, completely single and, you know, unattached. And that means not just unattached from maybe a potential third party situation, but third party might not be just like a romantic person. It could be, you know, karmic situations. It could be, you know, work. It can be friendships or whatever. Yeah, for you to even consider with the Justice card there. Again, Three of Cups again as I stop shuffling. The Fool card. And the Ace of Voices. So what's the truth? Is there some sort of truth that this person needs to say? Okay, so we have the Seven of Materials and the Star at the bottom, or that popped out. They want to reconcile. They've been planning it for a long time. You were always their star. You were always their first choice, always. But other things got in the way. People, their opinions, work, right? Money, things got in the way. They were confused. They didn't know what to do. But you have always been the plan, right? It's like for a long time they've had this plan of like, you are their star, and they want to reconcile with you. They've always wanted to be with you, right? And it could be like a friend from you know, for years and years and years, that you've always been the person on the pedestal. Like, they've put you on this pedestal. They've always wanted you. They've always thought at the back of their mind, even working the job that they chose, you know, chose you over, or they chose the job over you. Like, even that, it was like they always wanted, you were always at the back of their mind. It's like they wanted to prove themselves to you. They wanted to have the money. They wanted to have the clout. They wanted to have the stability. They wanted to have these things to prove that they were worthy for you. But in the process of doing that, and feeding into very 3D, materialistic, other people's opinions, all that stuff, getting really distracted, they lost you anyways, right? And that wasn't the plan with the Seven of Materials here. They really had to stop when they lost you, when you cut them off. They really had to stop and take stock of where they're at, what they're doing, why they ended up here. They're like, wait a second. They got involved with some people and some things and, you know, work and money and all that. And then they lost you. And they were like, wait a second. They woke up one day and are like, but this isn't what the plan was. The plan was always, you're my star. You know, I always wanted to reconcile with you. I always wanted to be with you. You are my guiding, you are my wish fulfillment with the star here. And it's like they're calling to you and they want to hold on to you. Look how she's holding on to this star in her hands here, calling with her conscious mind, you know, out into the cosmos. It's like they're calling to you, trying to speak to you, trying to reach you. Like, but wait a second, that wasn't the plan. This wasn't the plan. And I think that now they're taking a step back and they're like, oh, what did I do wrong? Because that's this with the Empress. There's the Empress at the bottom of the deck here. And then underneath of that is the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords. So, yeah, you left. Like, they did something. They focused on money. Okay, this whole story at the bottom of the deck, they were overwhelmed, right? Doing a bunch of different things. So we'll start from here. Ten of Wands to the Knight of Pentacles, to the Seven of Voices, to the Four of... So we'll do the typical. Ten of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Four of Swords, Three of Swords, Ten of... Look at all these swords. They got really distracted. All up in their head. But they were dealing with a lot. The last time you guys were together or were dealing with each other or whatever, they had a lot of stuff on the go with the Ten of Wands. They were like overwhelmed, burdened by too many different things. Ten of Wands here. Look at all these things. Carrying really heavy loads up this mountain, right? And what stood out to them was some sort of financial gain with the Knight of Materials. They were like, if I make money, if I just pursue money, everything's going to be okay. If I get that job, everything's going to be okay. If I have enough money, everything's going to be okay. But what happened was they got caught up in the material world. They got caught up in something that had to do with more money. they got caught up in having money, in material stuff, materialism. They got really caught up in it. And Seven of Voices, I don't think that this was necessarily their intention, but it's what happened. And they were a little bit deceptive when it came to that. Maybe something happened where they chose money over you because they thought, I think originally the plan was to make money and be stable and be somebody that matched your energy, so they could they wanted to provide for you and be that provider. But then something happened where they got caught up in other people's opinions, people that were around them, the player lifestyle, right? Maybe they started making money and then people started paying more attention to them, and, they were able to go out with their friends and do more, fun things like that. And then other people, and they got that attention, and that attention felt really good, but you were like not giving them attention because you're choosing money and work and whatever over me, over love, over us. And that doesn't feel good. And then you sort of were like, I don't know what's going on, but there's something that not right there. And then you decided to take care of yourself with the Four of Swords here. I'm going to focus on my own well-being. I'm going to cut this off. You're lying to me with the Seven of Voices here. You're being deceptive. You're not being completely honest with me. I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. 40/40 on the timer. I'm just going to let you do whatever, and I'm going to go and take care of myself. And maybe this person was like that too. Maybe they were like, I'm going to focus on my own needs. I need to rest. I need to nurture myself. I need to take care of myself. With the Four of Voices about rest and rejuvenation. It did come in the upright. So it's just needing to focus on self, right? Which is the Four of Voices. But then whatever it was, 111 on the timer, 4111, caused a lot of heartache and pain with the Three of Voices here. The absence, the deception, the materialism in the subconscious mind, right? It caused some sort of illusion and deception and pain and heartache, right? They really hurt you because they chose money over you. Maybe it made you feel like you weren't enough. It made you feel like you weren't valuable enough. It made you feel like to them, money and wealth and having stuff, material things, was more important than being with you, and that really hurt you. Right? And you've been focusing on really healing and taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself, and trying to leave this person behind. You're like, okay, if you don't want me, then you're not the one. What's that song? If you don't want me, if this stuff's more important to you, then you're not the one. I gotta find somebody else who will value me and what I bring to the table, because you're the motherfucking empress, girl. Woman, you're the empress. You stand for more than finances, than money. You stand for you are the universe, right? You are the Mother Gaia. You are love and compassion and nurturing and abundance, and you attract wealth and opportunities. And this person was supposed to have that with you, right? They missed that, what you guys could have built together, because they see now that they want to build this empire with you, and that you are the empress. You are the Empress High Priestess, right? One of the most powerful feminine energies, divine feminine energies you're gonna get. That is you. You are the attraction. You attract opportunities. And you were like, I don't get it. I wanted to build something with you, but you chose a job and whatever. And these people, these low vibrational people over me, cool. I guess I'm just going to have to walk away now. All right. And that really hurt you. But it also really hurt them with the Ten of Voices and the Ten of Swords, Three of Swords. That really hurt them too. And they didn't realize it until it actually happened. And now they're realizing, they're walking it back. It's I see them walking it back in their mind, wait a second, where did I go wrong here? Because this wasn't the plan. The plan was always to get stable, to match your level with the King of Swords and the High Priestess and the Empress energy. This person always wanted to match you. They wanted to be worthy of you, and then they passed you up. when they had the opportunity to actually be with you, because they thought that they still, and you know what that comes from? That comes from them not believing in themselves, not feeling valuable, but they masked it with like deception. They masked it by saying, well, work is more important. Well, work is here, and that's, that's it, right? I can't, I have to focus on work, for whatever reason, right? And so they passed you up. And that really hurt you. They passed up, and you probably were at a distance from each other, and that was an added, with the world card, emotional distance or physical distance. There was something, that a lot of things that were getting in between you two. 444, 44, 44 on the timer. But they didn't realize how stable emotionally you were for them, right? They focused on stability and finances, but not emotional stability, I'm getting, with the Empress. But you are the Empress. So don't doubt yourself. I think Spirit really wants you to know that you, like, whatever happened in the past with this person, Spirit doesn't want you to doubt your worth because of what the poor choices that this person made, because they didn't choose you. Maybe you're a mother, right? Maybe you have other responsibilities, and they want to come back. 6 of Swords in reverse. So okay, they're realizing that now. They're realizing the value that you add to their lives, and they want to tell you that with the 8 of Wands coming out here. Okay, so what's next? When are they coming in? Are they coming in soon, or like, what does my collective need to know about this offer? And like 2 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles and the Death card. 2 of Cups. You have to let go of control. Stability. The Chariot. There's something that they're working on. The Hermit card here. They need to overcome some sort of block, some sort of challenge. Maybe when it comes to their stability, maybe when it comes to finances. What is the... 4 of Pentacles. Look, they're still holding back a little bit because they're worried about how you're going to perceive them. They feel like this is all them, right? There's nothing for you to really do. Knight of Pentacles, Magician. Yeah, it's like they're working on something. They're doing something. They're working on something to bring you some sort of an offer with these flowers here. They're feeling very nostalgic. They want to come in properly with love. It's like they want to bring you something. But they're working on something. The Magician and the Knight of Pentacles, this is like long-term, like they're very committed to a plan that they've put together. I think that they're very proud of some sort of plan that they've put together, that they want to come in and bring you something, some sort of commitment with the 2 of Pentacles there, the Chariot. Like they're very proud of this thing. It could be with the Chariot, some sort of, they need to travel. They need the ability to travel towards you. They want to show you something. They want to show you something to prove that they've reached a new level, I'm hearing, with the 4 of Pentacles, the Chariot. They want to overcome some sort of challenge when it comes to finances, stability, something like that. Maybe they weren't, maybe they were limited in some way financially, or in their ability to move, or ability to offer you some sort of security with the Four of Pentacles there. They weren't able to offer you security in the past, and they want to be able to offer you, like I wrote down here, let me take care of you. They want to be able to take care of you and be that like masculine energy in this partnership. They want to be an emperor kind of energy. They want to be that King of Swords. They want to be a king for you. But they need some sort of something, stability, in order to come to you and say, like, I've done this. Here, I want to be, I can take care of you now. It's something like that they're working on. And I'm just getting like they're so proud of themselves. The energy is very immature, but like they're so proud of themselves for coming up with this plan. And they're kind of like telling people about this plan. Like, I have this plan. I'm going to get this person back. I'm going to get my Empress back. And here's my plan. And they've been working on it, thinking about it with the Knight of Pentacles for a while, with the Magician here. They've been thinking about it, planning for it. They're so proud of it. Getting all their tools together, getting all these things together. They've even been maybe telling family and friends with the Six of Cups here about it. But yeah, that's kind of like the obstacle. It's like they want to achieve something, and it's going to be different for everybody, whether they want to buy a house or they want to have an apartment, close to you, or for you to be able to, go to or live at, or whatever. Or like they want to, get a new car, or, they really want to show something. It's like they want to because they chose money and this opportunity or work over you, it's like they want to show you that it was for a reason, that they didn't just blow you off for nothing. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. They want to be able to say, okay, yeah, Eight of Wands and the Hanged Man, that's the delay, right? They're waiting for something to move forward, for something to happen, to gain some stability, for a purchase. They want to buy something, in order to come to you. It could be like maybe a ring, right? Maybe they want to, I usually think of a ring with like the Ace of Pentacles, but like if they want to propose to you, they feel like they need to have a ring, right? So they want to buy you this engagement ring. It could be something like that, right? And I don't feel, because you're an Empress and you're the High Priestess, you're not very materialistic, right? You're not that person at all, and they know that you're not materialistic, and money's not the most important thing. They know that they need to come at the right energy, but money is their love language. All these pentacles that keep coming out, money is their love language. Gifts are their love language. Showing you that they are stable is their love language. And maybe they weren't that person before, but they want to show that to you now. Whereas your love language is like attention and love and intimacy and connection and conversation. With the King of Swords, they know that you want an intelligent man. Their language, or someone that you can communicate with, but their love language is like money and finances and gifts. And they want to come at you, or come towards you with something tangible that they can prove that, like, I worked for this and I want to give it to you. Okay. And so I think that Spirit wants you to have a perspective shift. Eight of Cups coming out. I got the Queen of Wands and the Death and the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the... But I'm just hearing, like, you're very confident and beautiful, and, like, you're very, your worth. You're very charismatic and loving, and, but with these two cards coming out together, like, your worth. But I feel like what Spirit said when those came out was get off your high horse a little bit. I feel like when this person does come back into your life and they do want to bring you this, they're very nervous with the Eight of Swords, the King of Cups here. Like, they love you. There's so much love that they have for you. Like, you make them really uncomfortable. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, King of Cups, Tower, the High Priestess again, the world, the sun, the emperor, like, you make them very, like, they're so nervous because they know how much they love you. They know how much they want to please you. They want to be that person for you. They want to take care of you. But they're really anxious about everything that's happened, right? Whatever happened between you guys. They're really nervous. You make them very nervous. And that's not, you don't make them make, you can't make people feel a certain way, but that's how they feel when they're around you. They know that they might have kept secrets from you and you don't really trust them. And but I think that their intentions are really pure. They just got sidetracked. The plan. There was a plan and it didn't go to plan. Something didn't go to plan. And so Spirit's saying, you're very intuitive, and maybe you're coming here and you know that this is going to happen, right? So how can you prepare for this? I think is what I'm trying to get at. How can you prepare for this? And Spirit's saying, get off your high horse. Because you don't know everything, right? You don't know everything that happened. You don't know their motivations. You don't know, everything. And there's reasons why we all do certain things and make certain choices and abandon people and run away from people that we love, and out of fear of abandonment, fear of intimacy, fear of being seen. And we make dumb choices when we are in that state of fear, or perceived judgment. And they're really overwhelmed. Like, they're really overwhelmed with how they feel for you and what they want. Like, I'm just see, like, they really are they're thinking about, like, this marriage. Like, they want to marry you, and they want to have this big celebration. It's like they want to celebrate with all of their friends and family. And they're so, they want that so badly, and they're worried about, they don't want to, like, fight, like, I don't know, there's a bunch of conflict and stuff that's in here. But I think Spirit's saying, what's the advice to the collective? I'm just rambling on. Yeah. Trauma, pain, like, read between the lines I'm hearing with the Eight of Swords here, like all those lines there. Read between the lines. The devil, right? Maybe somebody had issues with certain compulsions or addictions, or toxic behaviors, or wounds, inner childhood wounds that made them react and behave in certain ways, like whatever it is. They really want to focus on healing that, though, with the Ace of Cups. They really want to change. They really want to be different for you and with you. They weren't ready before. Like I said, they were very immature before, but now they see things really differently because they always did have this plan of you. Like, you were always the plan. And somehow the plan didn't go to plan. And they're like waking up now realizing, how did I get here? This wasn't the plan. Like, I had a whole other plan, and now I'm here, and I'm hearing I'm back where I started almost. And so whatever happened, that wasn't the plan. And so Spirit just wants you to sort of get off your high horse, not to be offensive, but just to look at their perspective a little bit. Share your perspective for sure, but also when they do come in and talk to you and make you this offer or open up that door, be open to what they have to say and what really happened and to what they have to offer you. Because, like I said, like, gifts and money and stability and all that, they really wanted to build something for you. They want to offer you something tangible. That's their love language. And it's important to understand what their love language is and your love language, and that you guys can compromise. And so there's this need to compromise, I think, as well. Whew. Any other advice? I'm going to use this iconic deck, which is kind of a sassy deck. It's just like a smack in the butt from the universe. Like, get off your high horse kind of energy. Not that you are, right? I think that you've been hurt, and so you're very defensive and standoffish, and you're trying to say like, it's like you were tasked through this whole thing, whatever happened between the two of you, when you cut contact with them, you didn't want to be a simp, right? You didn't want to give and give and give and give to somebody who wasn't reciprocating. You didn't want to be that kind of energy, and I think that that's how you sort of felt. You felt like maybe you were being taken advantage of. You felt like they didn't see you and they didn't care about all of the effort that you were putting into this relationship with them, all of the love, all of the tenderness, all of the care, and you felt like you were being used. And that they didn't really see you, and that you didn't actually have a voice. Look at the zipper here. That's how you felt. And so you put up these really strong boundaries, and you really kind of closed that door and said, I deserve respect. And good for you. Totally. You deserve respect. You deserve to be treated fairly. You deserve honesty and love, and a reciprocal love. You know, and it's not always just about the money, but about the energy that somebody's showing up in. And they weren't showing up in the way that you needed, and so you shut that door and you were like, no, this is not right. I don't want to be treated this way. You want to be a player? Cool. Go over there and be a player. I don't need that in my energy field. Like, I don't want that. I want someone who's going to match my energy, who's going to respect me and honor me. Like, this is not cool. You're taking advantage of me. You're treating me like a simp. That's like, you're treating me like that, and I don't want that. Right? And you shutting the door in their face, like I'm seeing you shutting the door in their face and them really being like, oh, okay. You're not going to... It really shocked them. And the silence between you guys hurts. It's hurting both of you a lot. And they're like, really... It shocked them. Like, they were really taken aback, because they were like thinking that they needed to, they had this plan, right? I'm going to do this. These are the steps that they had in their mind, and they were stubborn. The Knight of Wands is also very stubborn, right? They were very stubborn, and they didn't want to see your perspective. They were fighting you on certain things. They weren't listening to you at all. Like, they weren't listening to reason, I'm hearing. And you were like, you're not hearing me. And they're like, you're not listening to me. And there was just like, you guys were totally on these different wavelengths. You're like this Queen of Wands energy. They were still in the Knight of Wands energy. And you weren't matching, right? You were on two different wavelengths, having conversations that weren't even on the same page. But when you slammed the door in their face and left them to deal with their trash, like whatever that stuff was that was going on in their lives, the people that were in their ear, the energies that were around them, and you left them alone to their own stuff, they were like, they really had to sit in it with those people, with those energies. And it made them realize who you actually were to them, and the value that you offer, and what they actually lost. They were like, wow. And now I'm sitting here with these energies, and I don't like it. And they're like, this is not what I wanted. This was not the plan. Yeah, these fucking energy vampires. These people in their lives. Energy vampires, and now they're seeing the red flags. These people are sucking them dry, their energy. They're exhausted. They're like, Or that's you. But they were treating you that way. They were draining your energy, weren't giving back, treating you like a simp. And now they've been experiencing that all alone, without your energy source to draw from in order to deal with that type of stuff, right? When an energy vampire loses their source, and then other energy vampires who are around them, because they attract what they are feeding off of them, they lose their energy, right? And they have nothing else to replenish their energy. And then they start to wake up and realize, oh, this is who I am. I am the people that I'm around. This is my environment. This is what I've created for myself. And this is terrible. Like, I don't want to be around these people. This situation, this life, it's just not right. It's not good. And they were just putting up with it, but something woke them up, and they realized that this was not the plan. trauma bond. They could have been dealing with, could be friends, or maybe they, in their player situation, maybe they had a situationship that they were dealing with, some sort of a trauma bond. Something they were in woke them up to their own ways, this trauma bond with somebody else. And again, it could be a friend, it could be a third party situation, it could be a situationship, right? Somebody that they were dealing with. Maybe like a rebound after you shut the door in their face. They probably they could have had some sort of rebound. Friends, whatever. People were in their ear, right, about you when you were together. But then when you shut the door, they then latched onto somebody else, or they, their rebound, right? Which is normal. A lot, we've all done it, right? Latched onto somebody else, started dealing with somebody else that was very toxic, vampire, red flag, trauma bond, treated them like a simp. That's their karma. They got dealt a load of karma, and they had to realize, like, whoa, some sort of trauma bond woke them up to who you actually are, what they actually had with you. And they realized you're like one in a million. You're a high priestess empress energy, and I'm dealing with this vampire over here. Wow. Yeah, it was a wake-up call for sure. We're done with that deck. All right. All right. I didn't bring out my Moonology cards, so I can't really get like a... Yeah. I was going to say, like, what's the next steps? Success, pride. You're like their queen. The pride. You're the lioness, they're the lion. Like, this is their pride. 555 on the timer. You are their pride. Like, they're a lion pride. You're the lioness. They're this lion, right? It's funny, it says pride here, and then we have the lion and the lioness pride. It's funny how that came out, actually. Yeah, but you are their queen. You are their success. Like, they know that they will be successful with you in whatever you guys can build together. It's like, but they want to build this empire, this family, this pride with you, this thing, this lion pride, this kingdom with you. It's the king of the jungle. Oh, and then at the bottom of the deck here was loyalty, determination. Yeah, again, like, they're really determined to prove their loyalty to you. I don't know what that's going to be. I'm just trying to see, like, is there a deck out here that I can look in to, like, get some sort of, how are they going to prove their loyalty? Let's look at the archetype, just for fun. I know that the universe doesn't want to give it all away. And when I said that, they were like, yeah, you can't do that. You can't give it all away. The river. And there's a horse in the reflection there. It's a bit distorted, the river. It's like a reflection riding by. River, just go with the flow. It's stuck in the deck too, so it's kind of in reverse. So it's like, just go with the flow. Oh my god, you guys, and this came up too. This popped in the deck, the ring, but it came in the deck in reverse. But honestly, I think, like I was saying, it's almost like the river, and it's going to be different for everybody. So they have their eye on the prize. Look at the bottom of the deck, we have the animal. You know that song, I Wanna F You Like an Animal? I wanna feel you from the inside. Oh my god. Yeah, they have their eye on the prize. They're really focused on whatever the plan, this new plan is. They're very proud of it. They have their eye on the prize. They're really focused and determined and dedicated to move in this direction. I think that for some of you, they really want to show up with a ring, to prove to you how dedicated they are. And with the river, it's like just go with the flow. But I'm seeing something, but they won't let me click into it. Like I'm feeling the energy of something, but the spirit won't let me click in. It's a little bit fuzzy, a little bit distorted. In terms of timing, it could be an ice patch. Like it could be in the winter, right? I'm just seeing like an ice patch and like, or a rainy day or something. It's almost like you're like, it couldn't be. I don't know. The river is like go with the flow, right? But there's some sort of distorted reflection. I don't know. They don't want me to know. They're not letting me click into it because I'm just seeing this distorted sort of image, this knight on a horse, and then the ring. They want to charge in, though, with a ring. I'm not going to go too much further into that because, again, it's different for everybody and the offer is going to be different. But they want to show you some sort of a commitment. For some, it could be that they want to take you somewhere with the river. And I'm just seeing the horse, right? Horseback. They're showing me Snow White when the prince comes in at the end to rescue her and she's sleeping in the glass coffin, and he comes in and gives her a kiss and she wakes up, and then he puts her on the horse and they ride off into the sunset kind of thing. I'm just seeing something like that, like this fairy tale happy ending, but it's distorted. Oh, I see, the animal, that's why it's distorted, because this guy, this animal, this person has their eye on the prize. They have this vision, whatever it is. What was the like, they have a vision. It's very specific in their mind. It's distorted for me. That's what they're saying. It's like a ring. It's a big gesture. It's a grand gesture of some kind. But to them, it's very specific. It's very focused. But to me, the universe is like, we don't want you to give it away. And so it's, yes, it's coming in with the knight or with the horse there. It is on its way. But they don't want me to give it all away. That's what they're saying. Okay, so I'm not going to give it away anymore. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope this works, for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, let me know. Comment below. Give it a thumbs up. It's very specific. I didn't mean to go on like that, but the story needed to unfold. I feel like there's a lot of layers here that you need to understand, and you needed some perspective on. And these readings, I don't mean to make them so long, but I just can't. I just want to give you so much information, I really want to do that. It's important for me to help you not only understand what's happening, but also all of the different layers within you, within the other people, within the situation, because life is not black and white, right? We're human beings and we're complicated. And love is so complicated, right? And especially with something like marriage, and with something that's like marriage that is also complicated with a history. But you guys have this history, so yeah, that's why. Like, shush up, Kara. Ace of Cups. There is healing at the end of all of this. There's so much healing and love, a new opportunity for love, a fresh start, a new beginning, a new partnership. The truth, right? This person wants to come in with a ring, with an offer, with an opportunity. They want to come in with truth, with respect, like all of these cards here. They want to cooperate. They want to negotiate in a way, like they want to compromise. They're humble now and wise, more wise than they were before. And I think that you're going to really see that and recognize it. So trust your intuition is the most important thing when it comes to, what you do with this offer when it does come in. Definitely say what you need to say, but also get off that high horse and be a little more open, read between the lines, be a little more open to why things unfolded the way that they did, and what the learning opportunities that you got from this, how you were able to grow from the situation, how you were able to learn to set boundaries and understand and know your worth, and not settle for anything less than what you actually want. You know, because you have an idea. I think that you have an idea of the person that you want, the relationship that you want, the love, the marriage, the commitment that you want. And when this person wasn't showing up for you in that way, you said no. And that's very like that. You needed to learn that lesson, and you needed to have the confidence in yourself to say no. You needed to know that I am not going to stand for that, and really teach the universe and tell the universe, no, I want to manifest this type of a partner. And so if this person is not going to show up in that way, that's cool. I'm going to set my sights somewhere else. And then this person, is going to rise to the occasion because they see the value in you now. So it's kind of like a right person, wrong time type of energy. But they also needed you to say no to them before, needed you to put your foot down, needed you to close the door for them to be able to grow up. So all's well that ends well, I'm hearing. Not that I know that there's still healing and stuff that you guys have to go through and overcome some, challenges, communication, all that stuff, working through what happened in the past. But at the same time, this is a fresh start. It's a new beginning where I think they want to come forward with tangible evidence, like something you can taste and touch and feel and hold in your hand kind of energy, to prove to you that, like, I'm serious about you and this is what I have to offer you, to show you. It's like a dowry, right? Like old school, right? It's like they want to be able to, I know that usually in traditional families like that, the woman's family offers the dowry kind of thing, but like, you know what I mean? That's what I mean. It's kind of like that. They just want to be able to offer something and show you that, like, they are serious about a commitment with you, and that you were always the plan. Like, I just keep hearing that, like, you were always the plan. They don't know how it got so off track, but now they're realizing where they went wrong, and your value. So, and they respect you so much for it, for saying no, and like shutting that door. Like, it was the best thing that you could have done for yourself and them at that time. So Spirit wants to congratulate you for that as well. Okay, 555 on the timer. Big changes coming in this relationship, marriage. 2024 is going to be a big year for you. Sending you so much love. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, comment, let me know, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and and if you want to purchase a personal reading with me, personal reading with me, or if you want to do like a guided spiritual guidance session, I just updated my website. Anyways, it's all there. You can go to my website and purchase a session, work with me if you want. I'd love to connect with you. Until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.